By now, you know Tekken 8 is a game that can piss us off. We all have our war stories on why Tekken 8 pisses us Tekken players off, but here we are, gathered together in this special moment why even though this game pisses us the f off from time to time, we definitely love it when it does. We're talking about spending hard-earned money, $70, need I remind you, where instead of this game giving us joy, laughter, and happiness, it gives us anxiety, depression, and a whole lot of anger. It's not that Tekken 8 makes us Tekken players angry, we chose to be angry. Tekken 8 is just a reflection of ourselves on who we are, not just as a Tekken player, but as a person in real life. It's one thing to be mad, but it's another thing where you are so angry that you have to break something or someone in sight, all because of a video game. And thanks to you guys in my last video, I'm going to go even deeper in this rabbit hole and going to get very personal with you guys on why Tekken 8 is a game that can get us very angry. If you feel personally attacked watching this video, good. And if you are someone who doesn't get mad playing video games, especially fighting games, play some Tekken 8 and you'll know what I'm talking about. Sore winners. I'm not gonna lie, I'm part of this problem too, but I matured and accepted the fact that some people are very fucking sensitive when they lose in Tekken 8, which is why I will continue rubbing it in their faces and messages that the game was GG easy and will not give them a rematch, even though I barely won that match, but I'm still going to say that the whole match was a walk in the park. Why? Because you're dealing with a sore winner. All you got to do with a sore winner is literally ignore the sore winner when they brag and boast on how they beat you in that one match in a video game. But no! You have to take the bait and let the sore winner know that you are so angry, and unfortunately for you, it's only going to get worse in messages now. Winning isn't enough for the sore winner, and now you're falling for their trap, and that's taking the bait in messages and going off on the sore winner on how they suck as a player, which makes no sense because they're the person who's beaten you. Just move on and go to the next match. Mirror matches. This shit is the most disrespectful thing you can ever do to someone in Tekken 8. Your friend has beaten you so bad to the point that now they're even bold enough to say that they can play your main character better than you. And you know what? It's true. And that's the worst. Your hundreds of hours trying to master Kazuya or Reina are all for nothing, because here you have this asshole doing a perfect, consistent electric wind god fist, the one thing you spend hours trying to achieve, and this fucker can do it with ease. Fuck that guy, and fuck this game too. Rage Art and Heat Smash. It's all fine to have Rage Art and Heat Smash in this game, it's part of the game after all, but when Rage Art and Heat Smash is that other person's bread and butter all the time, you hate that shit because it works. You know it's BS that those two mechanics alone take up like half health if performed successfully, and you keep falling for it. It's not even about skill anymore, it's timing, and the other person just has your number on when to use these game mechanics on you. It's why they're at your rank after all, and you just found out how they made their way into ranked matches because of this bullshit. Big lead and lost. You're kicking the other person's ass so bad that in your mind, there's no way that the other person can make a comeback. The person has like 5% health left and you're almost at full HP. There's zero possibility that this person can make a comeback, but they did. And since this is Tekken 8, anything can happen. If the other person is not at zero health, then this fight is still on. Always remember that. You got too comfortable to the point that you let your guard down, and now the other person just kicked your ass, and that pisses you off because it means that not only the other person bested you, but they look like a true champion for overcoming adversity, and you're the fool who had a big lead and still lost. In fact, they're probably watching the replay on how they pulled off a comeback against you and showing that fight off to their friends on how you got embarrassed in that game, getting launched again. It's one thing to be blocking punches and kicks, but getting launched sucks. But getting launched again and again by the same gimmick bullshit your opponent does is the worst. You just took a ton of damage, and now this asshole is gonna take even more health away from you, all because he launched you into the air again, choosing their character and still lose. This happens when you're playing against your friend who's the more experienced player, and you're still new to playing Tekken 8. The newer player thinks they're pretty good being an Eliminator or Garyu, whoa, and now they think they're all high and mighty until you come around and humble them. Reality is kicking in hard, and you are realizing very quickly that you are in the wrong game. Why did you spend $70 on this game when it came out, and how can this fucking asshole be better than me? This is my game. I introduced him to this game, and now he's teaching me on how to play Tekken 8 when it's his first Tekken game? Fuck that. And what's even worse, you're so bad to the point that your friend is letting you choose their character. There's over 30 characters in this game, which means there's over 30 ways on how to kick your ass. ass. Close game, no rematch. You're playing online and the game was very close. So close that you lost and you want to rematch the other guy, but they deny your rematch request. You know deep down you could beat the other player this time, but they won't rematch you again. You figured out their gimmick bullshit in the first match and now you got a game plan on how to beat them, but it's not going to happen because they're a bitch and they won't rematch you, and that pisses you off. Treating quick match like it's ranked. Like, bro, why are you going so hard on quick match? If that's the case, go to ranked if you think you're such a hot shot. This is quick match. Winning or losing in this mode does not affect me because it's quick match. Nothing counts and it's okay to lose. In fact, you want to lose because quick match is the mode where you test out your new combos out, but people quickly forget that this is quick match, not ranked match. And because of this bullshit, it feels like you're playing in ranked match. It just went from quick match to ranked match. Hypocrites. You're obviously gonna have people complaining about others complaining about this game when they themselves are also part of the problem. This is so toxic that they themselves don't even realize it, that they're toxic too. They complain that the other person is trash, that the game is BS, or how it's not fair that the other person won, but when they themselves win, oh, now the game is okay. Fucking hypocrites. Losing to BS. Power crushes, heat burst, chip damage, rage art. This gimmick bullshit is here to stay. Accept the fact that the game will reward bad gameplay and bullshit practice. Just got promoted and lost it instantly. So you could be grinding your ass in ranked matches to the point where you finally got to that Fujin status you strive to achieve. You got it and you showed this new rank off to your friends and it's a celebration. 5 minutes later, you go into ranked matches and you're getting bodied by the new wave of fighters you have to face. Since you're in the higher rank, that means tougher opponents, and you drop the ball and you're back to battle ruler. Boy, does that suck. You just got to a higher rank and lost it. Toxic friends. It's one thing to have friends in Tekken 8, but it's a whole new vibe when your friends just shit on you after they kick your ass in Tekken 8. Your friend is your enemy, your rival, but most of all, the source of your depression. You can't stand the fact that your friend is in another class in Tekken 8, and you can't accept the fact that your friend is what you will never be. Not just a higher rank than you, but a way better player than you in Tekken 8. And all of this will be okay, but your friend just gotta shit on you every time they kick your ass in each match. It'll come to the point that your friend will need a new character to tone down the ass kicking because you suck that bad. You can't beat their main character, and you can barely put up a fight with their side piece character. Your friend not only got the shit talking down, but they also got the rank and fighting skills to back their smack talking up, and there's nothing you can do about it except knowing your place like the good little mighty ruler you are. Equal ranks. It's all fine and all being friends with people online, especially in Tekken 8. It's what being sociable is all about. But the moment that your friend is at your rank, now we got a problem. It was all fine when your friend is a mighty ruler, but the moment your friend is a Fujin now, just like you can't accept that. You congratulated them on reaching a new rank, but you are so fucking pissed off that now you gotta go back into ranked matches and fight your way to a higher rank like your life depends on it. And this is why rank matters, because of shit like this. Losing to auto combos. You can be a Fujin or battle ruler in ranked matches, and here you see another battle ruler, but you notice that the other person is using auto combos against you, and guess what? It's working. You know losing sucks, but losing to someone who only used auto combos on you is the biggest L you can ever receive in Tekken 8. Yeah, you're a high rank in Tekken 8, but you lost to a chump who used auto combos. The disrespect is high up there in the sky that you might as well rethink the game you're playing, because this is the last person you want to lose to in ranked matches. Feeling like a failure. You're going to have days where you will feel like a boss playing Tekken 8, but there will be days where you feel like a failure for losing so many ranked matches in Tekken 8. You spend hundreds of hours to finally reach Tekken King, and now you've been demoted to Kishin, and you're scared and definitely angry at yourself on why you're doing so terribly at this game now. Even though you took like a week or two off, you're still upset that this is making you feel like a failure. The more you rank down, the more of a failure you will be. Even though it just means you gotta refine your fighting and just enjoy the game for what it is, you can't. You feel like a failure now that you're a lower rank, and it's killing you inside. You've been a Tekken King for so long that anything lower is not acceptable according to your standard. Losing to a streamer. This doesn't happen often, but there will come a time where you will be up against a streamer when playing Tekken 8. How do I know this? They have TTV in their username, so they want you to know that they're a streamer, and most likely they're streaming. You know that if you lose to this streamer is going to be talking a lot of shit about you with their viewers on how they shitted on you, even though it was a close game. It's bad enough losing privately, but now losing publicly? That's even worse. And speaking of publicly, which brings brings me on to my next point, losing in a tournament. Losing can be a lot for some people in Tekken 8, but losing in a tournament now, in real life, is a whole new low. People get to see firsthand you got dunked on in Tekken 8. You were all high and mighty, talking others online, but now the fighting is brought in real life, and it's eating you up inside that so many people saw your downfall. To some, losing in a tournament isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's a victory in itself, because you're up against experienced players. But to others, losing in a tournament means that they lost their pride. They thought that they were the shit in Tekken 8, but guess what? There's a lot of people in the tournament that are just way better, and you're not one of them. It's just a game. Clearly, it's not if I'm pissed off all the time. It's the main reason I go to the gym all the time. I want to punch something, but I can't. So I go to the gym and I feel better now. Anger gone. The moment I picked up Tekken 8, I knew my life would change. It's why I get anxiety and depression the higher I go up in ranked matches. Always angry. You are naturally angry when playing Tekken 8. At first, you were so happy when you picked up the game, and now you're always pissed off whenever you go into ranked matches. It pisses you off that winning feels like a chore now the higher you go up in ranked matches, and depression hits hard whenever you rank down. Winning just feels hollow, and when you lose, you will always feel like you were cheated from winning. You didn't change, but the game definitely changed you. And I could definitely say you didn't conquer anger, but anger definitely conquered you.